They are joining up as I am typing it as well. They are set and ready. They are good to go. Let's head down to the lobby. LatinSeven, Teal, NolaFlight, Golden Clouds, 2v2 East Tier 5A action. For the side of LatinSeven, Teal, we have Money, Magic, and Derby. For the side of NolaFlight, Golden Clouds, Panda, and Asteron. As we're getting started off, NolaFlight Golden Clouds getting a nice little touch off the wall, able to get some angles onto it. Was saved away. Panda just going to go ahead and boom this one down, makes it awkward in the corner with a nice catch, dropping it in front of the net. It is sitting there dangerously, but Astron not able to get the angle on through and find that first goal. Beautiful setup by Panda, just enough done by this LatinSeven squad to be able to keep it out and keep this 0-0 here early in game number 1. These are still best of 5 matches, so game 1 is not end all. This bump play from Derby does not get this bump. Look at him just leaving the ball. Goes for Panda, doesn't get the touch, but does more than enough. The Panda unable to clear that out, and Money Magic there to finish it off, and they do get that first goal. Not quite 60 seconds in here to game number 1. LatinSeven Teal getting things started. Ball's going to pinch all the way across. Money Magic trying to get that back to mid. We're seeing these teams both having some great offensive plays so far here in the early going. It has been able to be broken back and forth each way. We're not seeing either team put on a ton of pressure, but look at the 50. Just drops right out to Panda. A beautiful little ground play. We've seen that a couple of times now here already. Panda very comfortable with the ground game. Did a nice little chip and set it up right in front of the goal earlier. This one able to get it right by the defender and pop it on in, and an Asteron able to get that one on through off of the kickoff. This goes right through L7 Derby, and that is going to be a quick 2-goal turnaround from NolaFlight Golden Clouds. Put them up 1 here. Still plenty of time left to play. No need to panic for LatinSeven Teal at all yet. Derby's going to be able to take that 50 right in front of the net. Looks like he's going to go for a bump. Might have sped up Asteron just a little bit. Panda's there in relief, able to kick the ball back around to the corner. Asteron with a nice pinch, picking up that mid boost, able to get all the way down into the corner. Derby with the patience, able to read the corner, gets it over the top of Panda. That is an aggressive challenge, and Derby just does enough to be able to get that ball snug on through that post. Has the open net, realizes that his first touch after getting it over the top of Panda did not have the angle to be on point. Jumps up and reads it beautifully to be able to get that ball on into the net and gets the game tied up at 2. Derby able to go off of the ceiling there. Nicely done. It is defended well. Oh, but Asteron with a misread, and Money Magic with the patience of a saint. So lets that ball drop on down, gets the clean catch, and Asteron just in an awkward position. Just had to go up for the challenge, lands and sees it coming right back over the top of his head. Didn't quite have the momentum and the boost to be able to catch up to it. Gives LatinSeven Teal a 3-2 lead. Money Magic boom this one down. Asteron completely out of boost, trying to pick up a couple of pennies before taking this 50. Able to get the corner boost after getting it over the top of 1, but Derby likes that left side wall. Has the read yet again. Had one on the breakaway earlier. Now Panda just again caught in an awkward position there and net a little bit too close to that near post. Couldn't come out and challenge that. Had to wait for the second touch. And at that point it was far too late. Derby able to clear that one in and get the double up. Here's we have hit halftime. Game number 1, 4-2 LatinSeven Teal. Magic. Asteron sitting in front, and Aster able to just drop this one. And the ground game from NolaFlight Golden Clouds has just been so impressive. And you know, that one you might not necessarily call it a ground play, but just the ability to get that soft touch and keep it low, get it towards that net, the control not necessarily going back up into the air, not trying to get that double tap read, but just playing these small, soft, low touches. So impressive by them thus far here in game number 1, and LatinSeven Teal says, how about a little passing play here? Some miscommunication going on from the kickoff from Golden Clouds. LatinSeven Teal, Money Magic with that pass. Derby there, far post, no doubt. 5-3, we got ourselves a barn burner. Still 2 minutes left to go. Teams have scored 8 goals already. Looking like it's going to be a high-flying, octane paced match here. Money Magic goes for the bump on Panda, able to avoid it, and then a beautiful 50. Look at the ball just going all the way down. Money Magic able to go off that back wall, gets it over the top of one, but Panda is there, going off the back wall, just goes for the bump, and a little bit, again, a miscommunication by these Golden Clouds. Looked like both were going to go for it, then neither went for it as one went for the bump. I like the play, I like what they're trying to do. It just didn't quite communicate through fast enough. That's a nice shot. My goodness. Oh, top shelf was defended well. Derby able to get the save, gets a 50 out, now has a double tap lined up, and goes off the back wall. Panda not there to, or sorry, Panda there to clear it out as Money Magic was not there for the shot. Takes it all the way down to the far corner, and we're getting a little bit of boomer ball action going back and forth we go, but not able. But nobody was able to get the touch on this. Aster and Derby both going for it. Panda expecting somebody to get that touch. Money Magic able to read it from further back. That ball's just bouncing right out to him. Gets the angle on the shot. Able to drop it in. No problem to double up once again. Now 6-3, LatinSeven Teal. Looking to close out game number 1 here with this victory. Golden Clouds, we've seen them be able to score and score in a hurry. Panda wins 50 down into the corner, trying to track this one down and get it out to Aster. Not able to get the touch. Derby, that's a dangerous touch. Money Magic there to pinch it with them. And now it's super awkward for Aster, but the demo comes through by Panda. Beautifully done. Winning the 50 as well. Needs one additional touch for the shot. Derby there gets bumped out. Aster trying to get the angle. And Derby continuing to stay there, just being a nuisance in front of the net. Able to hang on long enough. Money Magic clears it, and Teal takes game number 1, 6-3. But these two teams are going at each other's throats, not slowing down on the offensive side at all. 10 shots to 7. The difference was the defense of LatinSeven Teal. You see those 5 saves coming through. Teal had less shots, only 7 to those 10 that the Golden Clouds did. But again, a lot of it just coming down to that defense and where those shots are coming from. You see the Golden Clouds are able to get plenty of solo plays, get those ground games going. But if Teal was back on defense, they needed the bump. They needed that first player to be able to find their way through and just cause a disruption. And there were times there late in that game where that first player was doing it, but the second one just wasn't quite able to get there in time, or there was some miscommunication where one was going for the bump and the other one wasn't quite ready to take that shot. If they can shore up that communication, just have that play happen ever so slightly faster, then they very, very easily could have taken that game. And I do not think that just because it was a 4-0 squad that the Golden Clouds are not able to take this one, as we have seen how impressive their offense can be. But on the other side, Teal, when they get their chances, they do not miss. What heat from that shot. Aster did not have a chance to be able to get up to it, and it ended up just being a self pass off that near post. Has the read. 1-0. LatinSeven Teal and the fake kickoff again. Panda reading it this time, able to not just hand the ball over onto the side of LatinSeven Teal, set up their fake kickoff play. It's a demo on through, but nothing comes of it here just yet. Early going in game number 2. Money gets the flick over one and gets that mid post again off this left side wall. Gets a pass out to Derby, who gets a shot on point but didn't get the power. Panda able to clear that one out, winning a 50. This one's almost on point. And Derby, beautiful job being able to just tap that ball to the back wall. Make sure that no follow-up comes. And those low boosts there for the side of Aster, both are in low boost now. Combined, they have 0 boost until that mid spawn was able to pick up by Aster. Will allow him to at least take a 50 and start to get some pressure here for the Golden Clouds. Trying to get something going here, doing a great job of being able to hold off Teal at this point, but losing this boost game, allowing Teal to set something up, going for the flip reset, didn't get under it in time, instead just lands with that wheel, kicks it across mid, no shot to be had, but Teal showing off those mechanics, showing that they at least have them in their arsenal, which is impressive for a tier 5 team. It's something that the Golden Clouds have to respect. We've seen them go off the ceiling a couple times. We've now seen a flip reset attempt. It didn't come through, but always in the back of your mind, as well as this ground game, you have to play in the back of your mind that Derby is going to get that chip. Just fakes out and walks it on by, and that is a 2-0 now for LatinSeven Teal. Another fake coming through. I'm not sure that one was intentional or ended up just flipping on by that ball. All of us working out for Golden Clouds. The first one came through, but couldn't get that bump. Again, that bump play has worked so well for Golden Clouds if they've been able to find the player. Teal doing a great job now, going for an aerial bench. What is going on with this team? Not able to find it, but again, just in the back of your mind, if you're these Golden Clouds, you're like, what is this Teal not have in their bag of tricks? What aren't they willing to go for? What aren't they willing to do? And you know, whether they get it or not, the fact that they're going for it, you have to respect that in league play, in this best of 5, they're able to do it, or they've been able to do it in the past. And you have to be ready for it at any point. As Money Magic gets the one all the way across Derby. Gonna get a little chip, going for the pass back across, so Panda just 50s them all the way down the pitch. Gets it over the top of Money Magic, looking for Asteron out mid, unable to get it to it as Money Magic and Teal continuing on this defensive side, a much lower scoring game, but nothing doing for this Golden Clouds team. They won the shot total in game number 1. They are not here in game number 2, and the score continues to reflect that. This is now the 8th and 9th shot coming out from LatinSeven Teal in that play. Able to go up 3-0 while Golden Clouds only registering 2 shots thus far. They do have 5 saves. Their defense has most assuredly stepped up as well, but just need to find it on the offensive side. Need to find a way to break through this Teal squad. They just continue to 50 everything on their own half. Oh, a backflip from Asteron Derby. They have to throw it at the back wall. Money Magic gets the touch. It's going off the post, and Derby is going to be there to secure that goal. As ladies and gentlemen, be sure to use the correct S word around here. That one may or may not have gone in. You never know. It is never a steal. It is always a secure. Be sure to use the correct S word and always secure your goals. Derby able to go off the ceiling, tries to get down to it, utilized a ton of boost, but being up 4-0 has the luxury to be able to go for that, even if not getting it. Just again, showing off the mechanics, showing off what they're trying to do, being able to do his Money Magic. Gonna send that one off the post, but it goes well high for Derby to follow up. Just sends it into the corner. Asteron not able to get the touch. Panda throwing it back as both Golden Clouds members were incredibly tight there. Derby. 5-7 Teal continuing to just keep the ball down this end of the pitch. Steal all the boost in the world as Panda does not have any. Final 10 seconds. Nice flick over 1-50. Again, goes in LatinSeven Teal's favor as Panda drops it and just goes right to Magic and gets the shot off. And I think Derby just saved that. That one might have gone in, might have been a 5-0, but LatinSeven Teal, it is all good. They still get the 4-0 victory here in game number 2. And again, look at the offense between these two squads. 12 shots by Teal to just the 2 from NolaFlight Golden Clouds. And again, they won that shot total in game number 1. Game 2, Teal was just absolutely dominating out on the pitch. And a lot of it were just the 50s were going in their favor. But also, the challenges and the amount of time that Teal had versus Golden Clouds out on the pitch was drastically different. Anytime Teal was getting that ball, they were able to assess, see what Golden Clouds were able to do, be able to play off of that. When anytime Golden Clouds got the ball, it was just instantly, there was a Teal player in their face. They didn't have time to be able to get the pop. Even if they flicked over the top of one, the second player was right there immediately. They are playing incredibly fast. And for Golden Clouds, they need to make sure that touches that like Money Magic just got there can't happen. You cannot give this LatinSeven Teal team the space to be able to play that well, and need to be on the ball much quicker. Being down 2-0 in the series, what have you got to lose? And Astron takes that to heart here on the kickoff, able to tie it up 1 apiece here in the early going. And those can most assuredly help Golden Clouds to kick off goals. See if they're able to rack up another couple of those here in this game as Astron gonna 50 that one right in front of the net. Panda is gonna go ahead and tap it up high again. Derby getting up quickly, and he's 50 from Astron, and those are the touches I'm talking about. This one, Honey Magic has all the space. Panda not able to get there to be able to challenge. The flick came through. It was on point. Astron able to get back in time, but now misses, reading more misses. Neither team can find the touch on the ball to be able to get it to go in their favor. Will just be thrown towards net by Panda. Astron waiting back. That one's on point. Oh, Panda! It's not going to be on point. It was just a little wide. I thought Panda was going to be able to get the joint and tap that one in. Now Astron trying to get the read off the back wall. So it's going to be Derby, who jumps like a missile out of the sky and gets the demo. My goodness, I did not know that they had released the SAM update here in Rocket League. Some surface-to-air missiles. I thought it was only on the coal explosion. Able to clear that one out and just get the pressure back over to Teal. So we're going to go off the sidewall. Miscommunication. Astron taking that speed to heart, just getting onto that ball, making sure the touch doesn't happen for Teal. Gets a beautiful pass. And the shot goes high. It's still sitting in front of the net. And Kirby comes out of the net to get the save. Teal gets a huge break off the back of an epic save. And NolaFlight Golden Clouds got to believe they got robbed there as Derby tries to get the redirect. Goes shut a little high. You can see the nose in chat. He wanted that one. Just could. Oh my! Just to run. Oh! What did these teams have in between games 2 and 3? The plays are coming out and they are throwing haymakers at each other. 2-1 Golden Clouds. That one to the sidewall. Derby going for that pinch. Ends up just going out. Money Magic gonna be the first one there. Dropping it down low. See, Golden Clouds now getting in the face of this LatinSeven Teal, just not letting them do whatever they want, and seeing the pressure cause havoc for this Teal squad. It's still incredibly close. It is still just a one-goal game as Panda gets it by one. Not sure that was necessarily intentional. Just didn't have any boost to be able to get to that touch. But you can see this Teal squad expecting it to come much quicker, and that's sometimes where that pace of play, you get in their face every single time. You slow down just a little bit, the fakes start to work out. Still 2 minutes left to go here in game number. Oh, the bump came through. Oh, in game number 3. A cookie, just not the way that it crumbles. Nice message. Hey, man, there's Derby, unable to get the second touch. Going to be popped over the top by Astron. Just hunting. Derby tries to get that one out, and an own goal. That one hurts, especially LatinSeven Teal trying to get back on Panda. Not able to get that one, but look at the havoc, look at the chaos, look at the panic on the side of LatinSeven Teal. This is what we've not seen on the defensive side from them, and it all stems from all the pressure that the Golden Clouds are applying here. Now a little bit is going to be broken. Astron with the 50, not able to get the follow-up. Money Magic booming it on down, going to get the boost steal, but Panda with a boom right back as Derby, having a moment with the half flip there, is able to recover and gets a 50 all the way back down. This ball's just staying here on this east-west half of the pitch, but going up and down, back and forth, and Money Magic finds a way to get this one by both members. Astron tries to stay in there, couldn't get to it, and Panda, I don't know if Money Magic was screened by the ball there, but just coming a little bit too far forward, and the shot finds the back of the net. LatinSeven Teal brings it back within one. Gets the fake kickoff. It's the second time they've been able to get the first half of it, but whoever's coming off the ball just hasn't quite been able to catch up to it, as Golden Clouds are doing a great job of being able to not, even if they're not recognizing it instantly, it's not going directly to that back player. It's going over to the side and makes that first touch much more difficult. So now a double commit comes through from Teal. That's going to allow Panda a free touch, goes off that back wall with a little bit of pace. It's a 50, gonna pop straight up. Where is Money Magic to be able to clear this one back down? We'll get the first one, gets the second one, goes off of the post, and LatinSeven Teal having an opportunity, but it is the Golden Clouds who hang on late and get the game number 3 victory, continuing on in this series, and might have found that recipe for success. It's NolaFlight. Sweet. Hold on. Just hold the phone. Hey, we are not there yet, and the Golden Clouds again being able to win that shot total as well, 9-7 here in game number 3. You know, the 4 saves from LatinSeven Teal, but really it was the efficiency from Teal. They had 7 shots, 2 went in, 2 were saved. Those are 3 shots unaccounted for. If just one of those 3 shots happened to go in, just 33.3 repeating percent of those shots go in, we head to overtime. They had the opportunities, but the pressure from the Golden Clouds was really starting to get to them. Oh no! This Golden Clouds had an open net opportunity, but had to rush it because the defense was making their way back and just sent it a little high. But for the Golden Clouds, you know, this pressure, Panda's gonna make up for it with that double demo, and that is what Teal is not quite been able to figure out. They're not having the space, they're not having the time, and Golden Clouds are just continuing to pepper the net, continuing to get in the face of Teal, not letting them be the mechanical squad that they are. As that demo comes through, both players getting eliminated there, and Panda with the open net, no problem the second time around, and now the demo's really starting to come through. Already here in the first 30 seconds on a Demo's Derby. Gets it by the first one. Astron, that's a dangerous touch. Is still sitting in front of the net. Money Magic throws it right over the top of his head, and that will tie it up. As Astron on an island there after Derby, beautifully being able to pop that one off the sign wall over the top of Panda and puts the ball in a position where it's just an awkward place. Do you let it bounce and hope that it doesn't go in? Do you get the touch and try to clear it out? But if you don't, it is sitting right there, and no doubt for Money Magic. Derby, lead catch, able to get the flick, but it was defended, able to at least 50 it at midfield. Astron now in reverse, now running for his life as Derby is chasing him down, but the shark in the water matters not as the Panda comes from behind to be able to 50 that one into the corner, but the net. No! Oh, that was a team pump. Oh no! LatinSeven Teal had an open net and went for the team pool shot and just sent it way high. Oh, it hurts if you're a LatinSeven Teal fan, but oh my goodness, that was incredible to watch and play out, and we have all been there. We have all had that teammate and we have all been that person that it has happened to, and just unfortunate for Teal that it didn't play out. As now the bump play trying to come back down, and now bump back in the, just one player is going to slow play the ball up, the second one's going to go for the bump. It looks like the teams have made that agreement. They are both doing the same thing. See if it works out. Oh my goodness, as Astron not able to get to that ball. Derby with the cut, able to chip it over the top, and that will be a 2-1 lead here for LatinSeven Teal. They got the goal back. Yeah, that probably should have happened about 2 minutes ago in gameplay with that bump. Oh my goodness. LatinSeven Teal, it's a play that if they do not win this game, if it is a 1-goal difference that they're most definitely going to come back to and have to reevaluate. Money Magic get this one down after the shot was just a little high from Golden Clouds. Derby gets it over the top of one into the corner. Able to get a little pop there and just be a nuisance, stealing the boost here in the corner. Money Magic sitting and waiting at midfield and gets the go call from Derby after just messing around this corner. Hammers the boost, goes for the goalie, doesn't get the bump, but gets him out of the way, and the cut, the angle is there. Beautiful timing from LatinSeven Teal to be able to get that play to work. Was an incredibly dangerous and aggressive play, but working it to perfection to get that security goal, and then off of the kickoff, Money Magic able to just put it on net. Dropping this one down, both Astron and Panda were there, but low on boost. It might have been a little bit of miscommunication of who was going to be able to get that touch as both players went for it. It just finds the back of the net. And that is a 4-1, but make it a 4-2 lead for Teal now as Panda, again, the kickoff goal. The stall happens right in front of beautiful little pop. And again, that ground game, just setting it up to perfection and getting the lead cut in half. As Evil Marthy coming in with a pineapple pizza rocks. Well, I know who I'm going to be ragging on in a later match. I mean, hey, Marthy, glad to see you back here. As Astron, again denied by the crossbar. Golden Clouds not able to get the friendly bounces. J-Hand, yeah, for sure, man. I don't blame you on that one. The Golden Clouds just, the bounces from the post, from that crossbar. The third defender working out for Teal. So demo comes through. Astra just booms this one down on point, trying to catch Money Magic napping. Not able to do so. Derby doesn't get the touch, but the shot is just a little wide. Panda gonna throw it back. The double commit comes through from Golden Clouds. Didn't have enough pace on it. Derby with the shot, and Panda, oh my goodness, what a save. Rushing back, diving into the net, and somehow keeps that one out. Still a 2-goal affair, however. This one might be... It's just awkward. Thought it was going to be enough for Derby to be able to get another shot on point. But it was awkward enough that nobody was able to get their Money Magic in a pinch. That's with Astron. Panda with the shot opportunity. It's a 2v1 scenario. Astron realizes that Derby went for a boost, just goes for the shot, and Derby somehow gets back in time, plays the boost over ball, and still makes it work. That's not supposed to happen. That's not how Rocket League works. But somehow, some way, found that save to keep it a 2-goal game, giving them that security goal still on the board. And with the final 5 seconds ticking off, it will be LatinSeven Teal taking game number 3 and taking the series 3-1, completing the 5-0. Perfect record here in season 0 for the regular season, and looking like they are going to be the number 1 seed for playoffs starting next week. GG's to both of these squads. Their offense was absolutely fantastic on both sides. And we're seeing, especially the ground game from this Golden Cloud squad. We saw the bump plays, the demo plays show up from both of them as well. Unfortunately for Golden Clouds, the ball just didn't bounce their way tonight. Had a couple of shots that just went off the crossbar, just went off the post, and not able to either finish those off or even get that friendly bounce for it to go on in. LatinSeven Teal, they were on point. They absolutely, again, you look at their efficiency, especially in game number 1, 6 goals on 7 shots. Definitely able to make those count and get the victory here for our first match. All right, look like we I'm checking to see if we are going to be getting an interview from one of these players. Here, as we are getting things going. All right, he says sure. It looks like we're going to get Derby here from the victorious LatinSeven Teal squad. Oh, no, we're going to get Money Magic. Ho, 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 ho. We're going to get both of them. All right, absolutely. There's Money Magic. Let's get Derby in here as well. So we have both players here from the LatinSeven Teal squad, Derby and Money Magic. First and foremost, congratulations on the victory, being able to complete the 5-0 here in the regular season. So tell me a little bit, how does that 5-0 feel here in season 0 heading into playoffs?
Oh, that feels fantastic. Not gonna lie.
You guys look absolutely fantastic out there on the pitch, starting off in game number 1. And a lot of it was the efficiency. And you know, in that first game, you guys had 6 goals on those 7 shots. Was it something that you all were just seeing in the defense? Was it, do you think it was the mechanics that caught them off guard? Tell me what that success really stemmed from in that first game to give you guys started off on the right foot.
I mean, so we started taking as many notes as we could as early as possible on who we were dealing with, what they were good at, what they were better at. And honestly, it was just finding the little, small openings, right? Trying to create openings, backboarding it, making maybe one of them, both of them jump for it. Because if we just tried to shoot straight on, like 9 times out of 10, they would have been there. So, like, just small openings.
And we saw like going off of that backboard and being able to get the passes, and we saw both the solo plays and the passing plays. Was it just the moment of opportunity? Was it something you guys were calling out? Was it the communication, or is it just you guys have that chemistry? You've played along long enough that you're able to see what the play is developing and what the other person is expecting. As we saw there in game number 4, I believe it was Derby. You were just messing with him in the corner, and all of a sudden you just took off towards the net. And Money Magic, you were able to follow it up with that shot. Money, was it a call out? Was it you just know what your team is going to do, or what was that communication like for the two of you?
Mostly, sometimes we'll get the call like I'm gonna demo, I'm doing whatever, go solo, whatever. But like other times, you see them go up in the corner and you know that he's gonna take someone with him. So I was like, well, looks like that's what's happening. Like there was actually utter silence when that happened, believe it or not.
I mean, it's just a testament to the fact of how much you guys have played. But going to game number 3, you're up 2-0. You're trying to get that sweep there, and Cold Clouds, they came out, they put on the pressure. They were getting in your faces. You weren't able, we were seeing the mechanics. We're seeing the flip resets. We're seeing it going off the ceiling. We're seeing the nice reads off that back wall, and they just started getting in your face. Was the adjustment more of what they were doing and not giving you that space? Or, was it something else that they were able to pick up that victory there in game 3?
I think they finally settled in and got really comfortable and started playing like like they wanted to, right? I think that's what they wanted to do ever since the beginning was be able to give us as much trouble as they did in the one match, and it's good to see them do it. I mean, it's good to have your competitors be nice and comfortable and whatnot. But I think once they got comfortable and their attacks started having a little bit more potency to them, that's when they started giving us those troubles and whatnot.
Yeah, and then you see that the switch there in your guys' brain. In game number 4, uh, the demos and the bumps really. And it looked like at some point a war of attrition had been developed, and it was one player is going to bring the ball up really slow, and the other one's going to go for a bump. And when it didn't work, the other team was going to do the same thing back. And when it didn't work, the other team was it something of, hey, they're getting in our faces, let's go for these bumps, or was it just how that game was playing out in the beginning?
As soon as it started, it was kind of like, I guess that's what we're doing. So it kind of became the forefront of the strategy, but more or less like keeping it slow is just I like to like try to always have two people on the attack. So if I can be slow and let him get boost, or I can be slow and just let him get the opportunity, because if they dodge the demos and whatnot, half those times you saw it. I would have been on like zero boost trying to just push the ball in like a granny across the street, like. But I mean, yeah, you're right. It did become like a war of attrition at that point. It was just like, all right, I see your demo and I'll raise you 2 more, like.
Yep, absolutely. And then we saw that on the pitch. It's fun to watch, and glad to see that in both teams, neither were shying away from that physicality. And it's definitely in the meta here with Rocket League, and glad to see both teams are adept at it, and interested to see how y'all do in playoffs. Again, congratulations on the 5-0 regular season. Looking forward to seeing y'all in the playoffs, and congratulations on the win here tonight. Thank you for your time. Before you head out, man, the floor is yours. Any shout outs you want to give?
Oh man, L7 all the way, and my boy Snails, I see you in the chat. Appreciate the shouts, man. I see you. And thanks to NolaFlight for coming out and playing, as always.
Awesome. I appreciate it. LatinSeven, NolaFlight, a couple of fantastic organizations here within LOS Champs. Thank you again for the time, Derby and Money Magic, here for hopping in the booth with us and giving us a little shout out. We will see you next week in the playoffs. Good luck, man.
Take care, bud.
Thank you.
All right. Again, congratulations to LatinSeven Teal, and thank you for hopping in. Give us a little bit of insight here as we are in a little bit of transition for the next match. That is going to happen at the top of the hour here at 9 p.m. Eastern. Again, we are sponsored here by SkillQuest at LOS Champs Season 0. If you are interested in coding at all, as we are all here with the love of Rocket League, be sure to check them out. Use !SkillQuest in the chat, as they have a course on how to code a Rocket League bot. At the end of the course, there will be a competition. Best design will have a prize for it. You are able to win money, learn how to code, as well as enjoying Rocket League all at the same time. It does not matter what your skill set is in coding at this current moment. You could have absolutely zero experience, or you could be one of the best developers out there. They will teach you the entire way through. Be sure, again, use exclamation mark skill quest and check them out. We're going to head for a quick intermission. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes or so for our second match of the night. It is going to be Mayo Enthusiasts versus Dayton Flyers. Don't go anywhere. More LOS Champs Season 0 Rocket League action still to come.